Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe at home. Today's video is going to be about getting ready with me for a dance shoot. Well, I had released a video recently for the song Pani Pani. If you see, right, the costume that I've made is basically from my mom's dupattas. Thanks to that, like, there are loads of dupattas which my mom had, plain dupattas basically, and I made a skirt out of that, which actually kind of went very well with the song. So yes, without wasting any further time, let's just dive right into the video. Let's go. So we are going to wear a black top and we are going to blend all the colors of the dupattas for our skirt. But the skirt part we will do it later once we are done with our makeup. Let me just wash my face and come back. Currently I just have some mascaras and lipstick. So let me just go wash my face, do my skincare, and then let's get started with our makeup. Let's go! So yes, I have washed my face and I'm back after applying my skincare. One thing to remember before applying anything about makeup, any kind of cream or foundation, you need to have your skin totally hydrated. So on the hydrated skin, the makeup is going to be nice and dewy, and that finish is going to be like, the glowing kind of finish is what you're going to get if your skin is properly prepped up and properly hydrated. So skincare before that with lot of hydrating products which contains this hyaluronic acid based products, right? So yes, if you guys would want to know about my skincare as well, please do mention in the comment section and I would love to make a video for that as well. So before doing anything, we are going to start with a primer. Primer is very important to have that clean base. So I'm going to use this primer. This is an amazing primer. This is not a silicone based primer, it's a cream based primer, and it usually gives that nice subtle glow on the face just by itself. So sometimes I just apply this like a cream and just step out. That is what I do usually. And then I'm going to also use this silicone based primer. This is again optional, but I like to use both of the primers, like the ELF as well as the Colorbar Flawless Finish primer. So because this has a silicone texture, it will actually blur out all kinds of pores if you have any and give a smooth canvas. If you have this dark circles or any kind of pigments that you want to cover up, right, so do the correction first and then you can go ahead and apply a foundation. It should not be of your same skin color and then you put it can turn ashy or grayish. So because of that, due to that, you have to have a concealer which is a little bit darker to your skin tone and which has this orange or a pink undertone, which can actually correct the darkness under your under the eyes or big. So today I'm not going to add concealer for correcting my dark circles as my first step, because I think today it is a little bit okay, and the foundation will do a pretty good job of having it finely covered. But I'm going to use a concealer just in case. That is as again an optional step, so that can be used in order to highlight your high points of your face. So yes, we have skin prepped up. Now let's go ahead with the foundation. This is my forever favorite foundation. So this is a small amount of a darker shade from the same range that I have taken, because that one is a little bit lighter for me. And the most important step is mixing a facial oil. So this is the only oil which works on my skin, that is the squalane oil, which is fungal acne safe and sensitive skin safe, and this is pretty good for hydration and locking in all the moisture during a skincare. I'm going to use a brush. I used to use the beauty blender before, but that is like you have to make it wet, and while traveling you have to carry that wet. This does the job very well. So this brush is from PAC.
It's like a one-time investment.
So yes, like I said, I have various high-end foundations like MAC, Huda Beauty, Estee Lauder, Smashbox, but at the end I just go back to this foundation because this foundation works very well on my skin. And this is actually a drugstore foundation which retails for about 1200 rupees.
Yeah, the MAC or the high-end brands will cost like above 1,500, I mean around 2,000 or more than that. But you can get this for an offer like around 800 to 1,000 that way.
Contouring, I'm going to use this Lakme foundation, which is in the shade Cool Cocoa, I think. Yes, Cool Cocoa. So I have used contour, from Sugar, a contour stick, or I even have this. This is the blush contour highlight palette from Makeup Revolution. So this is also like pretty good. The blush, I really like the blush of this brand. The highlighter is very light, so you can just wear it for like a normal day out or something like that. But this one, right, it is a little bit on the bronzier side than on a brown side, so it will give a bronzing effect but not a contouring effect. That's what I felt for my skin though. So I'm going to use this. This is perfect for contouring. I usually actually do not require contour because I'm already too narrowed out at my cheeks. So this is all I'm going to take. This concealer from Too Faced. This is a little bit lighter concealer for me, so I usually mix this up with a dark concealer if I have to do anything. Now we are going to do the eyebrows. So we are going to do the eyebrows, and I am going to use this. This is from Benefit. This is a little expensive. Yes, a normal pencil also would do, but I do not like to sharpen it, and this one, right? And this, I've heard a lot of good reviews about this, and this is very good. I mean, it's very creamy, it glides on very smoothly, and just a very light hand is sufficient to just do this. So yes, it is amazing, but it is very expensive, so I'm not sure if I am going to rebuy this. I have to see if there is any other creamy version, or the one which glides on smoothly on my eyebrows and simply don't have to spend so much for an eyebrow product. Now I'm going to fill it very lightly. I don't like thick eyebrows. I do not have thick eyebrows, first of all, and I don't like to make it a thick eyebrow either. So let's get started with the eyes. I'm going to take this flat brush and going to pick and slightly put it at the inner corner, just above the crease, and blend it. We will give a deeper effect at this corner here, a dark brown or a black, and for that I am going to take this shade here. Just put it at the edge. Yes, now we will give a black. For black I am going to use another eyeshadow palette because there is no black in that. Yes, now we are going to take a little bit of shimmery brown shade again going to take the black shade very slightly, and we are going to put it all over here, over the over my lash line. So yes, we are kind of done with the eyeshadows, and I'm going to apply some eyeliners, and then I'm going to apply some falsies. Now this look needs falsies. I have never applied falsies earlier, but that is one tedious process for me. It takes like multiple attempts for me to fix it. So yeah, once I apply my eyeliner, I'm going to get the falsies attached, and then I'll be right back. So I have applied falsies, and this is how it looks. Okay, applying this requires so much of patience, and so many times like you fail and you have to reapply so many iterations, guys, like literally. Yeah, one thing I forgot is putting the similar eyeshadows at the bottom side of the eye as well as kajal. Kajal is important for this. This shade, this is the Blood Moon shade. The shade is amazing from the Huda Beauty palette. At this point here to highlight. There we go. Now let's apply some kajal. I'm going to use this from Revlon. And now coming to blush. So the blush that Jacqueline had applied in that song is like very subtle. So I'm going to go with this blush from Sugar. I'm just going to mix a little bit of this brush as well from Kiko. Oh yes, I've forgotten the most important step actually. I mean, if you are using concealer, you have to bake it. I keep forgetting things, like what step to do after. I keep forgetting, and then later I realize, oh, I forgot to do this. I have to do it now. This is pretty much late, but yeah, once I put the concealer, instantly I have to go ahead and bake it with a loose powder. You can either use a compact if you have it. Now we'll go ahead and apply the highlighter, the most important section for me at least. So I'm going to mix up two highlighters, one from Sugar. This is it has this goldenish tint to it. I mean, it's kind of a golden highlighter only, this particular highlighter. And one more from Becca. This is their highlighter in the shade Moonstone. So this is a little bit of whitish, and that is a little bit goldenish, and I blended both, and that's going to give a nice subtle look, right? Nice subtle shine. That's going to give a nice subtle shine. So there we go. So I sometimes use this highlighter from K Beauty as well. This is also like very pigmented highlighter. You have to be like using very light hand. This is in the shade Champagne Pop, and this is a pretty good highlighter as well. So let's just add those two bindis over here and on the chin. And for that, I'm going to use this Maybelline eye gel. I'm going to take a little bit at the end of a brush. Okay, so now time for lipstick. Without lipstick, nothing is complete, right? And for lipstick, we are going to mix a bit of red. It's going to be a mixture of this pink brown kind of color. And for that, I'm going to mix up a few lipsticks that I have. So first thing, I'm going to add this driver's seat from Smashbox. Lipsticks in the shade Lazy Luck. So now I'm going to outline the lips with a lip liner. So I'm going to use this from Maybelline. This is a very good lip liner, guys. You don't have to sharpen or do anything, just roll it and the lip liner is out, and it's very pigmented. So now we're going to apply a little bit of gloss, very light gloss. This is from Kiko. This gloss is pretty good. not sure. I'm feeling the bindi is slightly bigger. Let's see. Maybe after we fix on the ornaments, it's going to be fine. So yes, see, it has given a nice shine. So the final step is to apply a fixer, makeup fixer, and this is from MAC that I'll be using. Okay, so I think we are kind of done with the makeup look. Let's just go and add on the required ornaments, the headgear, the chain, the bangles, and then we will move on to the skirt. Let's go. So I've added a chain as an headgear. So yes, I have applied this headgear as well as this chain. I think I bought both of these from Amazon. I brought this also as a chain, a choker basically, but I didn't have anything else to put it on my head as a headgear or as an head accessory for the dance, and I just used it as a headgear and it looked pretty decent, right? I mean, according to me it looked fine. You guys should just tell me in the comment section how this looked basically, right? Converting a chain to an headgear. So yes, this is how I think I kind of didn't match. I'm not sure if the look has matched to what I had done for the dance. I just redid the entire makeup and try to match the exact same way what I did then. So yes, let's just go and do our skirt now. Let's go.